Hey, what's up, YouTubers? I just want to make a little video on Nadex and how you can get an edge and make money on Nadex by just looking at what you pay for your options. So just as an example, if your win rate, you have to know your probabilities or your win rate. But if you know your win rate, your probability is higher than 62%, you're going to make money on average. If your probability is 55, 56%, and then you may break even, but you probably lose money over time. So you wouldn't want to take those trades anyways. But anyway, let's say your win rate at the low end is 62% and your win rate at the high end is 90%. Well, if you pay more than $65 and you know your win rate is 62, over time you're going to lose money. Say you know your win rate is 62%, but you pay 56 or 55 or anything under 52, you'll have an edge. You'll make more money than you lose over time. And it's the same thing as if your probability is 9%. If you pay like 80, 60 or 80, you'll make money over time. But if you pay $95, and your probability is only 90% of winning, you're gonna lose. It's the same if you pay $95 and your win rate's only 62. Over time, you're just not going to make money because eventually you'll lose your trades and your account balance will go down over time. So if you're buying in the money and you know your win rate is 62 and the market's over $62 for the option, then what you're going to have to do is put a limit order in and hope there's enough volatility to come in there and take out your order. Put your order in, you'll get filled on your order. The same thing if it's weighing the money, you're like wanting to buy weighing the money, like say you have a win rate of 90%, and you really, you have to pay maybe 89, 90 bucks. You're just not going to come out. So you have to count on a little volatility to knock that price down. And the way you do that is just put a limit order and hope you get filled. You may not always get filled, but you'll get filled sometimes. And that's the only way you can really, well, that's one way you can get an edge in the market. But if you don't know that, and if you don't know what your probability is to win, over time you're probably not going to make money in binary options. So the first thing is you have to figure out what your probability or win rate is. And then you cannot pay in terms of dollar per contract more than what your win rate is. So if your win rate is 62 to let's say 90%, probably you'll want to have a limit over 56, 57 bucks and hope put it in, hope it gets filled. But if you're way in the money, prices are way in the money, you want that option, you may not get filled. If it's a 90, if you get a 90% win rate, the market may be at 90, 95, so you're probably not likely to get filled. And you can always try to put an order in. But if there's a little volatility and you can get filled at 60, 70, 80 bucks, it may be worth it to you. Only you can decide like what kind of edge you want to have over a long period of time. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. If you want to make money consistently on Nadex, you have to figure out what your win rate is. And then you got to, or your probability of winning, then you have to pay less for that option in terms of dollars and the percent. So like, here we go, like, as you can see right here, here's this strike. You can see it's a little out of the money. It's a $1. What's 109.80? That's a strike. You can see the market's at 109.77. So here, in a case like this, say your win rate was 62, 70%. You can just buy at the market, but you're buying out of the money, so then you don't really need to worry about putting a limit order in. My advice is to know what your probability of winning is, and then buy at the money or slightly in the money, depending on your tolerance for managing the risk. And if you weigh in the money and you still want that strike, you can always put in a limit order and see if you get filled. If you get filled, you get filled. If you don't, you don't. But it's the same if you're going to short the market too. So don't ever pay more than what your win rate is for an binary option. You'll lose your edge over time. That's just something I've learned over the last couple months. If you don't have an edge, over time you're not going to make money. So you have to figure out what your edge is. and do that. And it's the same thing. If say you did this, you can hold these um, options till expiry. It's the same idea if you're going to scalp the market or if you're just going to have a take profit order. It's the exact same thing. If you know the probability is your price is going to go to a certain point or touch a certain point, um, you can still buy that option. Just don't pay more than the probability of the price getting there, and then put your limit order if you have to, and then scalp it if it gets there. Like if you know you have a 75% chance that it's going to go up 20 pips, and you can get that probably you can get that option price at 56, $57. You can take it, scalp it, and then get your profit. And over time, you make money. Now, if the probability is it's going to go up to 20, but it's not going to settle at 20, but settle under 20. That's a different story. You just have to figure out what the probabilities are on your options, and what the strike is, and what you're willing to tolerate for risk management. Um, anyways, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks.